They're just
There's a new spider. It's not a spider, but there's a new, for me, spider. That gets me a lot too. But luckily they're not in. They're just in one area for the most part.
We're gonna go for it. Channel points. Never heard of them. Yeah, it's like some Twitch thing where you get points by being in chat, and then you can redeem them for silly things like I have a wheel that I spin where one of you gets sacrificed for 10 minutes for like some good luck, because we're definitely not a cult at all, you know. So, you know, silly stuff like that. It actually has no inherent value whatsoever besides just like a silly thing, but it's fun. So, are you guys just gonna be like watching and laughing at people all week, or savoring their pain?
You get it live though, isn't that cool?
It's. I mean,
Vin's
cool.
gotta go to sleep. Vin's gotta go to sleep at some point.
It is 10 a.m. It is 10 a.m. I am
Yeah.
awake for. Yeah, you can probably hear it in my voice.
Yeah.
But this is worth it. This is 100% worth it.
We just got our schedule back on track. Like I said, like Peach going back to school, everything's kind of landing up perfectly, and now I'm just gonna screw it up and stay up until 1 or 2 in the morning, screw my schedule up. But it's not as bad as Vin, but yeah, I think
I'm gonna be here a long time, so
yeah.
And
I think it'll be hard to not watch streams. I don't know how it'll be difficult, but I think that's mostly what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Try to anyway.
Part of the fun. I can't even imagine what that would be like. Very rewarding. I would feel just to be able to see people like enjoying something you worked on for so long. Or
well, I'm glad.
It.
I think I can speak for Vin too. I'm glad we were both there for that run. That was fun. That was a fun run.
Totally would have beat it if you guys weren't distracting me.
It's possible.
I actually don't feel like I played much worse that run, and I'm still making good decisions. So that's just a little practice. We'll get it. I was looking at the unlocks and scrolling through them, and there were a ton of unlocks. So
a few. There's a couple. There's a couple.
There's a fair amount.
There's more than 2
achievements. I meant as far as like secrets stuff too. So,
well, you know, we've kind of painted ourselves into a corner when it comes to achievements, and everybody expects there to be an unlock essentially for every single one of them. So it basically means unlocks.
But I really like that. I appreciate that about Isaac, because I've played a ton of roguelikes, you know, in between Isaac releases. And the things that always are lacking for me are things that I love about Isaac, like the fact that I don't have to grind a certain currency during a run to like leave to the main screen to upgrade stuff that's like static for the rest of the game. And a lot of the progression is more skill in what you're actually doing in a run to get your unlock, rather than like I feel like something is gated because I don't have X stat points with, you know, upgraded or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So
it's still weird. It's weird to see, because there's so many roguelikes, there's so many Isaac likes, there's just so many games out there that play with this kind of random gen formula, but a lot of them don't. If you like, it's kind of strange to me, because if you're going to copy one thing about Isaac mechanically, I would copy. There's a few specific things I would copy. Number one that people don't realize that I think is really, really good is the resource management aspect. There are so many resources that do so many things that you can quantify all these different odds, and you can min-max the game. Not many other games do that. It's not that complicated either, especially when you only have essentially 4 resources. You've got, you know, life. Well, I guess you got batteries and those uses too. You got life, you got bombs, you got keys, you got coin. And those 4 little things together make a lot of interesting choices outside of combat. And it was kind of weird to do a resource puzzly game in an action roguelike, because you wouldn't really think that they would complement each other, but somehow they just worked. And outside of that, the unfolding, like you were talking about, the unfolding, unlocking aspect of the game, where the more you play, the more you get, Why don't people copy that? Because that's good.
A lot of people don't copy boss diversity either, which is really important in roguelike for me as well, because when I'm progressing through a game, I want to feel like I'm not slogging through the same content over and over again. Like, I made it to the second floor. Now I know what boss I'm gonna fight. You know, and
that's a
have to
little
deal with.
harder to do. That's a little harder to do depending on the design choice. A lot of designers will paint themselves into a corner when it comes to the core mechanic of the game. With a top-down shooter, you can do so many different bosses, and you can give them a shitload of patterns. But if you're doing like a side-scrolling game or something like that, it kind of like makes it more difficult to do a huge variety without repeating the same mechanics or making things that just aren't fun. Or it's also hard for people to just come up with a bunch of different bosses and also just implement and make them.
Yeah.
Me and Vin have gone back and forth on this so many times. Like the formula that I used to make, all the original bosses was essentially Mega Man formula, where it's like this boss moves like this. He has this move, and maybe this move. And if we're getting crazy, there's a second phase. And that's it. You just keep it nice and simple and make sure that the themes are fun and complement the game well, and then you just throw it in and it works really well. And I think it's a pretty basic but flawless design.
And you've also got like the champions versions of bosses as well that can have like a little bit of a different skill set but still adhere to like the main things it does too, which is fun.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit, shake things up.
Yeah, the Fiend Folio Mom was really cool because when it stomps, it shoots fire out, so you can't like get those hugs on that foot like you normally could.
What kind of fire does it shoot out?
Like blue fire in all directions.
In all directions, like a burst, like 8. What is it? 3, 3, 8.
It's 8. 8, I think. Like
Okay.
All of the like main.
I did not. I heard of it and I saw a few things for the Fiend Folio. I saw that there were like big phallic looking spider webs.
Oh man.
And I saw that there are bees and honey in a honeycomb.
There's a couple. Yeah, the bees don't quite. They're not too Isaac-y for me, but
I haven't.
They're fun.
Honestly, I haven't seen much of Fiend Folio. I think I tried to figure out like what because I think the main advertisement was like shitloads of enemies and stuff like that, right?
It's like 250 plus enemies. Some bosses, like 12 bosses. They really don't go in on the items, which I like appreciate a lot, because a lot of mods try to do everything. And then they did like a lot of really interesting crawl spaces to where there's like ladders and you kind of have to like do like little platforming-esque kind of
I did not see any of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's really cool. They had some cool ideas. It's amazing to me that like Anti-Birth, there's one I can't remember the name of it. It's got like an Egyptian style theme to it, and
I have not seen
what people
that.
can come up with. Do you guys remember, chat, what that one was called, where you had like the Egyptian floor with the
Revelations?
Revelations? Yes, I believe that is it.
I don't think I've seen that one. I don't remember.
That was a good one. It has like so basically the first floor is like an ice themed floor.
Oh, I've seen the ice
floor,
one. I have
Yeah.
seen that then. Yeah, a lot of the enemy design in that was pretty cute. I think I'm seeing some boss. I think I might have retweeted it, a trailer for it.
I'm a sucker for like Egypt themed stuff. I just think it's a really cool culture. So not too Isaac-y as in like kid in the basement kind of dealing with stuff.
Christianity
like that.
was based on Egyptian myth. So
Oh yeah, that's true. It was like Ra or something.
yeah, it's very factual. If anybody wants to look that up and be amazed, it was completely ripped from. It was a mod. Yeah. Christianity was just a mod on Egyptian mythology.
Goodness, where are my keys at? There's a common problem. I guess so what I did, guys, I disabled all of my mods before I started the game, and I made sure I didn't have any ongoing runs. And then if it didn't download right away, so I had to restart Steam, it downloaded and it's been running fine for me. I don't know if that helps anybody having a couple of small issues here.
Oh, there's a save file mod issue.
Somebody said that there's a common problem going on in discussions where people are importing from Rebirth, losing files from Afterbirth Plus. I would say make sure your mods are all turned off and stuff, but I don't know. I just play the games. But it's working great for me.
Looking everything up right now.
I misunderstood. No. Sorry, I like sometimes I'll read chat and I'll be just totally out of the conversation and not have any context for what's going on. Oh, I remember you, buddy. I fought this boss many times.
This was the first anti-birth boss I saw, and I was really impressed by the overall visuals of the scene as well as the boss and its interactivity with the environment. This was the one I think where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna contact whoever did this.
I love the flash of lightning that like makes it where I'm under like a sewer grate or something like that.
Yeah,
that's just really like ambient, atmospheric. Oh baby, let's go. Give me the good stuff. I don't trust that right now. It's fine. We'll just take that. Ooh, that lucky penny sounded spicy when I picked it up. Made a nice little noise. I can't tell the pennies at all. I'm very colorblind when it comes to green stuff. So chat has to tell me whenever a coin drops.
We're actually one of the things that we were kind of working on and hopefully we'll finish is the colorblind mode. We discussed it on and off many different times and then ran into a few little weird issues, but hopefully it'll be in an update.
Okay, I do owe you guys the pill. There you are. Puberty it is.
See, carrying you. That wild hair will carry you.
I mean, it'll at least make me feel a little more grown up if I get a couple of them. Which may not be a great thing, but we'll be hairy, so.
Yeah.
I don't get to talk with you about Magic a lot, and I drive my channel crazy with it because not all of them are into it, but
just do it, man. I want to talk about Magic. I haven't talked to anybody about Magic in a dog's age.
I built an Atraxa commander deck, which was like, oh, Atraxa, okay, whatever. But I made it Praetor Phyrexian themed, and I just kill people with like Infect and Praetors, and it's a lot of fun. And it's one of my favorite commander decks right now.
One sec, Daniel's calling me. 1 sec.
Okay. I have bombs now, guys. Or a bomb. Oh.
Sorry about that.
That's not what I...
What was that?
I think I'm thinking of a different mod because I thought... Yeah, I'm thinking of Revelations.
Everyone does this. This is very interesting.
Well, it's because the glass dude. What's up with these little ghost wispies? You see these little things? I mean, chat, look at these little guys. Look at, they're so cute. They run away from me.
Harvest them.
We'll stomp all over them. But yeah, I play like a lot of Commander online on my free time. Yeah, and I use like webcam Discord stuff, so I don't feel bad when I wreck people I don't know so well. But yeah,
I really like Commander Legends. That was a really fun set. But playing it on Magic Online, because I couldn't obviously play it during the pandemic with anybody, it was garbage. Garbage. Yeah. It was so frustrating. It just wasn't built for that sort of stuff at all. Magic Online was not meant for 4-player. People would just quit like right away.
Well, that's why there's like this Discord I use, and they've got like 28,000 Magic players on there, and like a queue system with power levels and all this stuff. And so I just go and queue up in there and get a game in a couple of minutes. But just gotta deal with some salty people sometimes if they're poor sports and whatnot.
Yeah, well, yeah, it happens. It happens for sure.
Like, it's all for fun, guys. When I kill you in turn 5, don't worry about it.
I almost exclude. I mean, I play any draft format that comes out for sure, but my number one is cube draft. It's my go-to.
I've never been able to do a cube.
Cube draft is the ultimate way to play Magic. So
I
good,
like
in
draft.
fact, that they can't. They're constantly trying to recreate it by doing master sets. Master sets are essentially their way to do cube in a way that they can make money off of. And they're fun usually. The sets that they put out are usually pretty great.
Why do you do this to me, guys? It's gonna give me the hearts, right? It's the pact. It's gonna give me the 2 hearts. I don't. Okay. I want both of these, but now I'm like, if I take this one, the other one's gonna be okay. Whatever. I want the pact. Oh, I can't go down to have a heart. Do it, both. I feel like you may not have this run's best interest in mind, chat. I'll roll it. Okay, that's still not takeable. No, not worth it. It's definitely not. Yeah, so no more cheesing them with my red hearts. Maybe I like red hearts more now, guys, than before. Maybe they're more valuable now.
Red hearts are the new. What are they? Red hearts are the new
Soul heart currency, like.
What's a popular thing that everybody likes right now? Red hearts are the new coronavirus mask.
They're the new little Nas Satan shoes.
Yeah, that's the thing that everybody's talking about today.
With a drop of human blood in them or whatever. So fucking crazy. Whose blood did they, like, whose blood was that? That's what I wondered. It's not little Nas's blood, right? Like, what? Who does that?
I mean, at least that would explain the price.
His fans? Okay, we got this stars card. I'm like sweating. I don't want to die. I've also had like 3 Red Bulls, so that could have something to do with it. I don't ever drink them either.
I feel like a pussy. Today I had 3 cans of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Shit.
Keeping me going.
Oh, that's doing a thing, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Fancy. We fancy now. Is that a new expansion for Isaac? Yes, we've only known about it for a long time, but welcome. Nope. Surprise!
But it's only been out for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. I'm just giving them shit. I like berating my chat. It's, you know, they're into it. You gotta rule by fear. That way everybody just lurks and they're too scared to chat because they think they're gonna get banned, and then you get really lonely and cry.
Man, it looks really impressive when you get the whole crate. I don't know how many lasers you're shooting. No, it's the double laser that looks like it's doubling over the double. There it is.
Yeah, it's like the bookworm.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Tell you what, a machine it never has more than 100 coins. That's a normal thing. And they're always like, you should get more coins, and I'm like, why? I don't ever need that many. Just like a little something to finish off an item is good enough usually. Oh, this health bar is updated from the spider mod. We're doing great damage. We have more health than last time. We're not getting stabbed by our blood item that I'll probably never touch again. I'll touch it. It's fine.
You just gotta plan ahead, and you can plan ahead now. You know what's gonna happen. You know what's
I'll
up.
just have to think about it. I can't double tap the beggars anymore, which that's good though. It's definitely less cheesy.
Yeah, you're playing a slightly different game now. Like it's a different game plan. But I mean, trust me, you'll give it a few years, people will break the meta.
I like a challenge. I've got nothing else to do. Let's
People
sit
are
here and
like,
stream.
Don't take soul hearts. They're trash. That'll be the new thing.
I hope not. They're my favorite, or they were. They're like little armor shields. Blue Baby. Man, I remember back in the day when the Blue Baby used to be the hardest character, and then you gave us the Keeper, and I hated everything. So that is such a tough character.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I wish I could say stuff.
It's like,
But
I know.
It'll yeah.
Deal with it.
Play. Feel free to play around with some other characters. You know, you never know. You never know what has changed.
He's like, I'm trying not to spoil for him now. I'm gonna try everything.
I mean, it's not like you would not ever just refuse to play with anybody but Isaac. So
You have
I
to
think
play
you'll
the
get
Keeper.
there eventually.
Yeah. Got to. We'll just find a remote again, guys. If it's still out there somewhere.
You still alive, Vin?
Trying. I should probably go get some sleep. It is like 22 hours. Yeah, I've been awake for 22 hours. Should probably get some sleep. I'm sure
I'll be
there
here when
will
you
be
wake up,
plenty
bud.
I've been looking forward to seeing the rest of this run.
So
This
my
has been a lot of
sulfur
fun.
is working with my brimstone. I noticed. That's new.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey Edmund, big fan for the DLC. Really love it. Over 1,000 hours in Isaac. Just noticed the change to restock. I'd like to offer you to suck my dick.
Oh wow!
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
You can't take, full credit for that, but
I will only take credit for the things people love.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. I read your comment because I thought it was hilarious. So there you go. Oh, no, restock. Guys, restock needed to go. Like, there's only so many times I can get excited to know that I'm going to break the game with, like, finding one item. So
I
if it
tried
changed,
very hard.
Oh man.
I tried very hard to make me keep it that way.
it's really good.
But I would like to see like this. I honestly think it's not too hard of a change, and it's gonna make people think a bit more and maybe make money more valuable as well.
Yeah.
Build some hearts up.
What is
I like the change to the sacks as well, where they don't drop batteries as much too. That was nice, because that would get out of control really fast.
Pretty sure that was something was broken with that. Why that was
Oh
happening.
really?
I'm pretty sure that was for a lot of different things.
I think they used to have equal chances of dropping anything, so you were as likely to get the coin
As a battery.
or a battery. Yeah.
Didn't it also have to do something with making it so if you were holding an item, then it would raise the chances of the battery appearing within the sack?
I have no idea actually.
I don't think that ever happened.
Really? I thought that's
Yeah.
what was the thing.
It's like, well, it is now. Patch time.
It's kind of hard to remember all the changes that have been made. It's been a long time.
Last time you guys had the big like secret, what is it? It's ARG. Am I saying that right? I'm not.
Yeah, augmented reality game.
Yes. Are we gonna have anything crazy like that going on this time, or you probably already answered that? Another channel.
I mean, I think honestly, I think that it was a cool one-time thing to do. I may do it, you know, far into the future. It was actually like, it was very fun, but it was a great deal of work.
I bet.
And it's not something that I could realistically do during a pandemic. Not something I could realistically do when I just have like a 7-month-old baby.
Right.
And a 5-year-old.
Congratulations as well on that.
Thank you.
I haven't said that yet.
Well, you too, right?
Yeah, I got a little kiddo. He's doing well. Pandemic's not been kind in those, you know, aspects, but we just got our first vaccine and we're about to get our second, so we're gonna be able to go do more stuff with him and get him out.
Yeah, it's really harsh on kids for sure.
Just sucks because I can't get him vaccinated yet.
Yeah, and probably not for a while.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to be liable for any of that.
So I feel like he's missing like opportunities to, you know, get out there and have some growth in certain ways and make some little kid friends and shit like that. But we're doing our best. He's happy. He's really happy.
It will be interesting to see, you know, in 10 years, or maybe even like 15 years, like this, it'll be a generation of kids that are, you know, between the ages of 4 and 10 that probably got, it was so this last year was so significant that it will kind of change that generation.
Mm-hmm. Even just the amount of like school miss and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think to myself, like, so we had to have the talk with Peach today. So, okay, you're going to go back to school. It's, you know, she's been a year where it's just been us around her and we speak pretty openly.
Yeah.
And we have to tell her, these are the things you can't say at school. These are the things that you can't call your teacher. You know, like, these are the things that get a laugh at home when, you know, you say that you to kiss my ass to daddy, but it's not going to go over well at school and you can get in trouble. And I feel like it's like she's just a year around adults something's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen at school.
I can only imagine. I don't even trust my kid to go to. My kid can't even wear a mask, so like, there's no way he's gonna.
No, yeah. It seems like a joke, right? It's just like kind of like.
It is a joke, but we found like a little preschool that's, you know, special preschool for him that has trained people, and we're gonna give it a try and hope for the best, because at this point, it's like, I don't know what's hurting him more, right? Like not going to school or being in the house, and like, let's do this, I guess, because I have balls of steel. I still don't know what that mirror did that I cracked. I haven't seen another one on these other alternate floors that we've done yet. Oh man. Getting flashbacks to the last run where I did a challenge room and Crazy Boss killed me. It's okay. I'm not traumatized.
That's a boss that I played many times, and I actually thought that its design was pretty fair compared to others.
It's fair. I mean, the alternate floors are supposed to be more difficult, so it's
there you go.
Succeeding. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes. My puke gas stuff, fart stuff. Oh, I'm like irradiated now. That's a cool effect. From picking that item up. See, this is what I love, because I've played the game so much that even the most minute details I can kind of pick up on.
I don't even remember doing that.
Wait. Oh, right. I keep forgetting I can blast rocks because the sulfur works.
Eventually.
Oh, yeah.
There it goes.
Thanks for the 5 spot,
Ben. I
Ben.
decided to stop playing myself after 3 runs to watch you find 4 or 5 items that I found that were super freaking cool.
Awesome. Already found some cool items. I'm jealous. Okay, it's the shop. I thought it was the item room for a second, and I was like, Greed, what are you doing here? Don't ruin this for me. The shops look a little... Yeah, I'm not used to the new door frame.
I love those. Those are pretty late, pretty recent, and I'm so glad we were able to get them in. It seems like such like how did we go this long? Like almost a full 7 years when it well, I mean more than 10 years if you count the original, and not having done special doors for those. A lot of people assumed it was just like, oh, we don't want you didn't want us to know what was behind these doors, but I don't think it wasn't. It was just an oversight.
Yeah, I had to learn which rooms were gonna actually be the libraries based on like their spawn point on the map, just from playing a lot.
We weren't going that far with it. It was, it was just somehow an oversight. There's just some things that seem so obvious after the fact, and you're like, why didn't we do that? It seems so much better.
Yeah, these
because that's pretty clear, right? You know what you're investing your money on.
I always thought it was just for that reason, that you didn't want us to know which door to choose.
You are rolling in it, man.
2 greeds on the same floor. That's not a normal thing that I've seen much there. Usually it's one and done. Speaking of one, I like my brimstone, so we'll be keeping that. So that's a wild dice room right there. Oh, does this crunch the rocks? Oh, but they leave little spikes. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
Oh, this is interesting. How it's pushing through.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I've never seen before, but that makes obviously perfect sense.
Ah. Got a little something. I need keys so bad. Candle man. I definitely think playing that mod with all the different enemies helped me a lot, because I've just been practicing dealing with all sorts of crap. So I'm just ready for new shit to be thrown at me. It's
crazy how many people seem to not even realize Repentance was in development. I see people popping in the chat being like, "What? Wait, there's a new. What happened?"
Yeah. I talk about it like almost every day on my stream, so.
Well, they're just not listening, are they?
They're just, they're showing that they're not with the news. Surprise! It's for you guys.
This is another cute level. I like that. I like that design. Simple in it.
The warp
just splitting the room like that, and it's not completely symmetrical. It's just cool.
It's my friend.
Here's your buddy.
We got Brimstone and a magician this time. Revenge. Oh, and health.
Oh yeah,
too.
and it totally is. It's his move. You're using his move.
Yeah, it does look similar, huh?
Yep.
No, leave me. I'm so sorry I talk shit. I'm not sorry at all. Die. Whew. That went way better than last time. Probably had something to do with the brimstone that homes in and shoots off the screen and all that stuff. I'm gonna roll that. That's fine. I wonder if that shot speed shouldn't affect brimstone, right? I don't trust anything anymore. All of my truths have been flipped upside down.
It'll be super cool to see people re-experience things.
Well, I am definitely appreciative of you guys pushing out new content for us, and everybody, people would be like, oh, they pushed Repentance back again, da 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 da, and I'd be like, yeah, Let them take as much time as they need. Let them polish it, get it ready, make it awesome. And
Yeah, I
when
think
it's ready.
I think in the next 24 to 48 hours, it'll be apparent why things took a little extra time, and I think people will understand and appreciate it.
I am excited.
No,
Yes, Chad, I see your back.
See that happen.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man,
wonder
it's
how I'm
gonna
gonna.
be great
I
when
wonder
that
how I'm gonna
happens.
sleep tonight. My sleep might be really crazy. Sometimes, like on release, I'll have these crazy dreams where I'm like basically just watching people play or whatever on the computer, and things are always going wrong, and it's just a panic. hopefully
Sounds
that's not
terrible.
what happens. Yeah, it
But
usually
it's
is.
played pretty well so far. That's a relief.
I played a lot of Loop Hero when it came out. I don't know if you guys have heard of that game.
I heard of it. I have not played it yet though, but I think people really like it, right?
I really like it. I don't really care what other people think so much. It's a lot of fun, but I would play it for like 6 hours on stream straight, and I'd go to sleep, and I was just looping in my dreams, all like the Tetris effect, just coming up with strategies like in my head while I was sleeping, and then I would come back the next day and try out different builds, and like it actually like wasn't bad. It was like my computer turned into its own fucking video game while I slept. It's disgusting, actually.
I had a similar thing happen with Tony Hawk 2, and I was obsessively playing it on the GameCube, and there was a certain special. It was like left, right, whatever button after you jump, and in my sleep I was doing it, and I would wake up to my thumbs doing the motion, like
Oh my
and I'd like shake awake, and like it was. And it happened over and over and over again. And it was weird. It kept waking me up, and I wanted it to stop, but it just kept going.
Whenever I have a nightmare, it's always in the same house, and it's always that I own the house, but I forget that I have it, and I go to check up on it to make sure it's like not becoming dilapidated. And there is a big pool area in the back, but past that is an old theater-looking room. And when I go in the theater, I'm sitting there watching a movie and I fall asleep, and when I wake up, it's static on the screen like TV, which doesn't make even sense because it's a movie theater, and there's a shadowy figure passing in front of it, going into like a side hallway, and the hallway leads to a vault where the previous owner of the house used to take people to murder them and turn them into pieces of living artwork. And when the person passed away, the vault they weren't able to open the vault to get in there. And every night, now that I own the house, it opens up and darkness comes out of it, and like they just kill everybody. So that's
So
like
this is a recurring dream.
every time I have a nightmare, it's the house is somehow involved in that, and it's like really fucked up. But I kind of like it too, so
Maybe one day you'll like come across the house.
maybe I like
real
always
life.
want to own the house for some reason, even though I know it's fucked up when I wake up.
I have similar dreams, but they're not. They're based on. They're not so nightmarish, and they're based on places that really exist in my town that I've
Okay.
not been inside of. If that makes sense. So like the
Okay.
attic, the specific attic of a place, down the street from my house, and and I always feel like I want to go in there, like, and I probably should one day, but like there was a few places around town that are these mysterious places in my dreams that I go inside of. It's not like it's very mundane inside there. It's nothing happens, but something is like pulling me into these places. Very strange.
Yeah, I think we're just messed up, but that's fine. I like it. I don't know. I just want that house for some reason, even though little murder dolls are sitting at. It finds like new ways to kill me in my dreams all the time too. But I'm okay with it in some weird way. And I'm always like the last to die if I have other people in my dream with me. And I'm like, let me join you, evil spirits. Like, I'll help you. Oh, man.
I guess you'd have to be right, because then you'd wake up, right, if you got killed.
I need to turn on the light now.
I used to have a recurring nightmare, and I think now over time I think I realize it's from Ghostbusters, but
Okay.
I used to have a recurring nightmare where there was a light coming from under and around my door to my bedroom, and then the door would swing open and there was a woman there, like holding a lion, and it would roar. The lion would roar, and it's totally just from Ghostbusters. The beasts, whatever those things are called, the dogs,
Yeah.
and
Gatekeeper
Zool.
or whatever.
Yeah, but in my when I was little, I somehow couldn't put the two together, and I was like, "Hey, what's that?"
I remember what this is, but I don't remember how to get in there. Specifically. It looks very
Maybe
fleshy, though.
If only you took all your pills.
I was slamming some pills just for you, okay, earlier. I was taking them.
Man, you're getting some black hearts. That's for sure.
Streamer
I
luck.
think it's-
Let me in. I'll give you a light bulb. You want to trade? That's a tight. Whatever
Anyway,
that is.
I should get going. Thanks for having me here. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, feel free to pop in anytime this week. This is what I'm gonna be doing literally like the whole week. So sleeping,
yeah,
streaming.
for sure. Well, I hope you have fun with this, and can't wait to see you find all the new stuff.
That's all. Well, thanks so much for working so hard on the game, and then also stopping by the stream. And like I said, feel free to pop in, and I can have you on call again. I get lonely just talking to myself
That would be
sometimes.
awesome. I would love it.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Get some,
good
get some
night.
sleep, Vin. I hope you're not just getting off here and then like obsessively looking up bugs or something.
I'm very
No,
tempted
Vin,
to do
go
that.
to bed.
Okay.
It'll be fine. People understand.
It's gonna be
sometimes.
a busy day tomorrow.
It can't be
Yeah,
worse
get
than
good
like a AAA launch, okay, where
Right.
you have servers and stuff to worry about.
It can't be worse than Bumbo.
I liked Bumbo, okay.
I thought Bumbo was good.
The launch was rough.
I played it a lot. I had a pretty good squad here for it. I just, I got really good at it, and when I get really good at something, I start losing interest. It's just how I am. Like, I need to be challenged, generally. But
did you know that we updated it with new harder goals and harder characters?
I did indeed. I would have tried it, but I was already balls deep in the Loop Hero, and Lisa actually got really sick for like 4 days, where I had to miss stream and just take care of the family, and it was like nothing she could do, obviously, but it was just really inconvenient for trying out new stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's totally understandable.
But it's actually on my list to check out. I know it did get updated.
Yeah, I'm glad we could finally do that.
Eventually, I could just like look at the board and I would just see like all the matches, like where they were and stuff. And actually, I love puzzle matching games. They're some of my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the design is another pretty abstract take on Magic. So
Just like,
it would make sense that you're into that.
Just like card game as well. There's like a lot of. When I first played it, I was like, this has a lot of Magic feel to it. Just like the interactions between some of like the cards and items.
In a lot of ways, a lot of the items in the video game that you're playing now, and the way they talk to one another, the way they combo, and the archetypes involved, you can't really fully draft that well in Isaac, but it's all there. It's very abstract Magic the Gathering.
I never thought of that.
And in a lot of ways too, the resource management is just like a mana situation where you're trying to be able to cast your spells.
Where's my guy's cradle? Need one of those.
Someone at Wizards sent me a sign original cradle for my cube. It was like one of my craziest cards. I'm not like super into owning hyper valuable cards.
No
because,
Power 9 on your wall.
I have the it's there. It was, I don't know if you know of this, but a lot of cubers own the collector's edition set. It's really
I know of
expensive
that.
now. It's
Mhm.
essentially fake cards. It's gold bordered
Mhm.
back, gold bordered square cards.
Yeah, the
that
Lotuses are still like $1,000
Yeah.
even for those.
I purchased the set for $800 way back when, the whole set. So that's where I got my Power 9.
It's a deal.
And yeah, for sure. It was even cheaper than before. It was like blowing up for cubers ages ago. But so yeah, so I've got fake Power 9 and everything else I've just kind of picked up along the way. I have some foils, but I never really got fully into trying to foil out my whole setup, especially now that I've got a vintage cube. It's like there's no point. Like there are two cards that I'm 100% getting proxy that I don't have, and that's Shallow Grave and
I have a Shallow Grave. It's in rough condition, though.
It's like an $80 card.
What?
Yeah, isn't it? Or was it just sold out? Let me see.
I know it was actually like had value. Mine's from when I was a kid, so it's probably, I don't know, an MP at best, but I found it in a super old binder.
I'm wrong. It's like a $20 card. I'm totally wrong. They just didn't have it. They didn't have it. What was I proxying then? There's got to be something that I was proxying that was. This is going to be a boring stream if I go and. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, that's the cool one.
My Ellis
I'm so tempted. I've been so tempted to like do really odd cards and really bold cards for the cube, but I play with people who are fairly new sometimes to Magic, and it's the worst thing in the world for them to be like, "What does this say?" It's like, "Oh, you don't know Elish Norn, obviously."
It's Phyrexian. It's like Klingon for Magic. Like, one of my friends that's a mod sent me this for my birthday.
Sweet.
Judge, Soul Ring. Those are my top two cards. I keep them here next to me because I love them so much. Like at my computer, but my pride.
My friend George got for my birthday got me a signed Mark Tedden. Not that Soul Ring though. I think it's a different one.
Oh, it's a Soul Ring though signed.
He did a new one. It was like new art for it, promo I think.
Like the Magic Fest one maybe, or I don't know.
I think so. He also got me a
cool.
Leviathan, which was one of my favorite cards back then, way back when. The art on that's really cool. Maze of Ith. I mean, he was one of my favorite artists. My favorite was Quentin Hoover, who did Vesuvian Doppelganger. That was like my favorite card.
I have that card. Yeah. Did you see the drama about the new art stuff going on a little bit?
Somebody ripped somebody off.
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they like.
Well, at least they're not a Nazi. That's what the last one was.
Yeah, that's a little more. Just a little worse.
It's like a lot of people, a lot of like Magic, especially art fans, knew that guy was like someone that they should really distance themselves from. Yeah. That they used to use a lot of, and it's pretty insane that they let him do one that was very on point for his opinions of things.
Was that the one they ended up banning?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was probably the one that was the real one that was warranted. The other ones are like, okay, sure, whatever. Like, I guess you could interpret things that way. But it was called like Invoke Prejudice, and it literally had a KKK guys on it. Yeah, and it was just like, oh,
I've seen
and it was
that
from
one.
it was from the Dark though. So the Dark set had a lot of themes. There was a card called Preacher, who would like manipulate creatures. It was a white creature that would manipulate creatures, and like you get to steal them and stuff like that. And like Witch Hunter. So it was like it's a realistic gothic horror set, where there were a lot of those sort of themes. So there, and that definitely ran into that theme in the.
Reminds me of like the Death Corona Godzilla that they put out in Ikoria. It's like yikes. There was also a it was called like, was it not Cursed Pangolin, but it was some pangolin like right when coronavirus started too, and it was like, oh, here's the start of it. Don't eat it. Yeah. I do not have the $3 bill. I've got Bookworm, Continuum. I think that's I don't even know what's giving me that awesome color there. Continuum, I guess. Yeah, it's giving me that cool color. What is that color? Purple? Blue? I'm bad with colors. It's one of those.
It's purple. It's purple and gray.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I can't even find luck pennies. Like digging through the pennies.
I'm honestly now like watching you play. There are certain things that I'm like, is this not visible for somebody who, like, I mean, I think it's a different tone, but there are certain things that might actually be very hard for you to see.
Maybe some of the finer details, but the biggest thing is just the luck coins for me, because I literally have no idea. Chat has to tell me when there's one on the ground, because I'll just
they're
leave
intentionally hard. They're intentionally hard to see. Like they're hard for me to notice too. They're just like the slightest green. Slight, very slight. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Huge head.
He didn't do anything.
Big brain. Well, I'm hiding from everything as far away as I can right now.
Yeah, that's the pro strat.
Ooh, baby, money equal. Wait, is that a no? That's not a. What is? Does money equal power a deal? Right?
Seems pretty evil.
I don't know what this drippy face guy is though. Either. I mean, I have 97 coins, so boom. Yeah, we're pretty stacked. Let's just go for it. Oh, it's little Delirium. He just has a new little. Oh, look at those flappy wings. That's cool. That makes it look way more like not just like a doll or something following you. For the I always get that. I think it's the Incubus. I always get the Succubus confused with the Incubus. It's got the wink. What the? Wait a second. He's got new tricks. You did not just blast my safe corner. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. I may have miscalculated my advantage here.
Get that damage in.
A save corner.
Oh man, what did I say too? I told you, like, there are so many runs are gonna. I already feel so much better. It makes me so happy to see like a very close swing and a miss, and then and then that being close. That's great. That's good. That's good. It's good design.
Just got to adapt to it. I mean, sometimes I'll just dodge the light beams for fun because like it's more fancy. But
yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to.
Spooked. All right, I actually have to go. I was supposed to leave like 47 minutes ago.
Oh no worries. Thank you so much for your time. Had an awesome time talking.
I'm sure you're gonna be fine. So you're gonna stomp this. You got this.
Thanks.
But good luck, and when I get up, I'll check and see where you're at.
Awesome. Thanks so much. We love your games. Yay.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Will do.
All right. See ya.
Later. How cool, guys. How cool is that? This might have a synergy, so let's try it. Yes. It's doing something. I remember that not being friendly. That's almond milk. In my brain, I remember that not being friendly, guys. Yeah, I only have one heart. Whoa, okay. Okay. Death, things are exploding. Okay. Are those gonna hurt me? The tears that they're exploding with, or is that... No, I think that's, Oh, you know what? I bet that is this item right here. It's making things explode with tears that are on my team. I think that's what's going on there. Oh, it is really confusing me, though. I'm really stacked. But I'm also very confused. No. The blue baby's gonna kill me. If Isaac got changed, then I'm thinking the blue baby probably also got a facelift as well. We gotta go back and roll. I'm sweating from... Okay. You know what? It's been an hour. I can take my hat off. Sorry if I missed any subs. Do grow. Thank you for the sub. I know I missed a bunch of subs when Edmund was on. I was, you know, trying to be as polite as I could to our guests. I was not expecting that. Sweet mother of God. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. What about this one? That's probably not gonna do much. That bangs. Wow. I have Bob's brain right now. I'd like to wait till that changes to another creature. There we go. Oh, Gurney, you're thick. I was so nervous on that call, guys. I just kept like rambling, I feel like. I was okay, I did great. I had fun. That scares the shit out of me. We're gonna go for one more room for a reroll. Actually, I have no items on the floor to reroll. Instead, let's look for a super secret over here. And maybe pick up a heart. I have no idea what to expect from the boss. Soul heart. Okay. That could keep us alive. But I do, you know, I do have more damage if I get it charged up from my trinket. So let's try that. That is so sick. Look at that. It earned a sub for me, first ever on Twitch. Thanks, Tomch, again for your sub. I gotta charge this up. Just dodge, yeah. No problem. I blew it. Whatever. Let's go for it. We got like a coin flip chance to come back to life. Yes. Suck it, blue baby. We didn't die. Fantastic. How many? We just cleared like 10 rooms with 1 heart. We were very powerful, though. Man, what are all you guys doing up right now? Stop it. You're up so late. Blominator gifted 10 subs. Thank you so much. So tired. 10 a.m. Got the European squad up in here. Playing Isaac. Drop. No core. Must play Isaac. Game vs. player. Thanks for the prime. Japan is like 6 p.m. here.